What is up, guys? My name is Shrill Crayfish, and today we're going to be playing Arachne, one of my all-time top favorite gods.
So many beautiful immortals.
With us today, we have one of my good friends playing with me as Discordia, and we have a random who gets a little toxic from time to time, but me and my friend also kind of feed into the toxicity, so, take it as you will.
Have a great time. Oh, yes!
So, I'm new to the editing of videos, but I'm trying to decide if I want to skip out, like, the basic beginnings of matches where you sort of fight off the camps and stuff like that or not. So I'm going to try that out here in this video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. One of the things I find troubling with Arachne is she takes so long to build up, and in the beginning I feel like she's just so vulnerable to almost anything. And I also play her hyper aggressively. And right on cue, here comes the wind-up, the kick, it's good! I'm dead.
I have many children to take my place.
I figure I'd come back for a chance at redemption against him. I've got boots now, I can move a little faster. He kicked me against my spiders though, so I'm wondering if that's a good thing that I don't fly away or a bad thing because it instantly stuns me, so, we'll decide later if I like that or not. Another thing, there's going to be another video coming out in like another day or two, a better one with Gilgamesh, as I have a little bit more experience editing, and it was just an altogether better game because I got to communicate with my teammate, and we had a very good carry serving us. So expect that to be coming up here shortly.
Ultimate is ready.
Oh, I see you. You will not break free. Retreat! Retreat! Out of mana.
Out of mana.
This will draw blood.
Be careful.
Another victim. You will not break.
Be right back.
Apologies for all the thumping noises. I just realized I do that now that I've gone back and watched some of the videos 100 times. I spam the buttons so they pop right on cooldown, but I'm going to try to learn not to do that in the future now. It's kind of a bother.
On my way.
Now, sometimes when I play, I try to jump and see if I could get the other person to jump with me. Not to gank them or anything when they're not paying attention, but to just, generally be friendly and see if they'll goof off with me. Sometimes it bothers my friends when I do that, because I then die because one person doesn't always play by those rules. But, I just think it's something fun to do to pass a little bit of time while you're waiting for gold to tick up and XP to gain and all that other stuff. Alright, so here starts where our Guan Yu, gets a little bit, okay. He says okay a lot. And then me and my buddy start fueling it too. Because we're starting to feel ourselves a little bit. It calms down towards the end, but, it's just a thing that happens sometimes.
Attack left lane!
A little embarrassing that I missed that head, but my controller sometimes goofs and sometimes I mess up a little bit too. I've got this problem with my thumbstick that kind of pulls, when I push to 2 o'clock, it pulls down straight to like 5, 6 o'clock. So, that happens sometimes, but luckily I'll be getting a new controller here soon. I just returned my old OP2 to the warranty people. They're gonna fix it again for the 3rd time, and maybe it'll work now after weeks of doing this, months of doing this.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Side note, I do recommend the Elite controller. It's great when you're playing on console and everything, but it's a little pricey, and certain parts of it are slightly cheap, and they break easily. So, buyer be warned, of course. But it's a good controller if you don't mind returning it every week.
Good game.
Okay.
Please?
Okay.
That mess up was all me, though. Can't blame the controller on that one.
Okay.
Nice job.
Always watch.
Cancel that, please.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay.
Please?
Okay.
Cancel that.
Okay.
Okay.
So here's a tip. In my build, I decided to go with Keen Sai, because if most Gilgamesh players are going to play towards his strengths, they're going to build a larger pool of health. So since Keen Sai has a direct effect on an enemy guy with high health, I figured that was the best option to go against him.
So, return to sands.
So right here, I was kind of thinking about going into the scoreboard and just VGS muting the Guan Yu, just because, nobody needs that level of just VGS that's been going on this whole game for no reason.
You're exhilarating.
Woohoo! Nice job. Mine.
So here you're about to see some of my hyper-aggressive tendencies. Usually I have crit build as my 3rd item on Arachne, but I mean crit probably wouldn't have mattered at this point. I should have known.
Could have arranged such a tragedy. An enemy has been slain. Another obstacle defeated. How will you act?
Cancel that. Cancel that. Have fun. let you fall. Please? Thanks.
Oh, I see you.
So when my teammates go for the red, I usually like to wrap myself around and just make sure to put a ward down and cut off anybody that might be coming in to steal it from us while we're working hard for it.
You will not break free.
Attack! Group up. Retreat!
On my way. Retreat.
Again, here comes a little bit of aggression. I see what looks like a very easy kill. So I'm like, yeah, I'll go for it. You know, then there's Hoi, then there's all these problems. And I'm like, actually, no, I'll die. And then here comes my buddy. And I'm like, yes, we can do this again. And then back to backing. Smite's such a fluid game, and you know, 1 second could be a make or break for the whole game.
And another falls to your might.
Nice job.
Looks like I know these words. None doubt your strength. None doubt your rule.
On my way. Sorry.
An enemy has been slain. None stand before you and the throne.
I do enjoy a nice weapon.
I do kind of like that fade out effect a little bit, just what with the character being in the exact same position during both of them. It's kind of a little bit trippy. Oh, so back when the game was much older and I used to play, I used to be able to take down the Bull Demon at the 8-minute mark, 6-minute mark. I would just get my boots first, and then I get Jotun's Wrath, and just that would be it, and I'd be able to solo the Bull Demon all by myself. Nowadays, it's not as possible with that early in the game. I can now solo it still, but it's a little bit later in the game. It seems like gold's a little bit harder to come by, or the items are a little pricier that I like,
Will
you know?
draw blood.
On my way.
Enemy missing middle. Cancel.
On my way. On my way.
Another victim.
So what happened there was, I saw he was in trouble, and I went to go help him. I figured I'd die to go help him, and I did a lot of damage to the Yanis, but you know, I did end up dying in the end, but I think that damage I did helped my buddy get the kill, and then I think that helped them secure this kill as well.
No problem.
Double kill.
Good game.
Deicide.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy Phoenix. No problem.
You will not break.
Retreat. Retreat.
So I'm finally at the point where I can start playing Arachne the way I like to play, where I sneak up from the side, do a lot of crit hits, get that stun before they can even do anything about it, and then just find my way out of there casually. But, you know, it being a joust game, we're almost towards the end already. You know, I'm not gonna show off my Arachne skills now because there's just not as much time anymore.
A decisive blow.
Good game. Nice job.
That all being said, I'm not the best Arachne out there, not by far. I've seen some players that can outright crush me. but I did put a lot of time into Arachne relatively compared to all my other gods, and she's one of my favorite. Her, Set, and Loki are my favorite assassins, hands down. It's, I think, their mobility or just Loki's invisibility. That's kind of the best part. Anyways, that's about it for this game, and that's all the time we have today. There are a few more videos in the pipes. I'm learning editing and everything, and I'm really enjoying this. Even if I only get like 2 or 3 viewers, this makes me happy at the end of the day. So my next video is probably going to be a better updated Gilgamesh, and I will see you guys in the next one. Be safe, everybody.